dear viewers, to another episode of our mysterious journey. Today, we unravel the tragedy of Chernobyl disaster unfolded on April 26, 1986, changing the course of history forever. The Chernobyl disaster, commencing on April 26, 1986, with the explosion of the number 4 reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, near Pripyat in the north of the Ukrainian SSR, stands as a pivotal moment in the history of nuclear energy. The incident, rated at the maximum severity level on the International Nuclear Event Scale, shares this dubious distinction only with the 2011 Fukushima nuclear accident in Japan. The magnitude of the disaster necessitated a massive emergency response and subsequent mitigation efforts, involving over 500,000 personnel and costing an estimated 18 billion rubles, equivalent to roughly $68 billion in 2019, adjusted for inflation. Regarded as the worst nuclear disaster in history. The disaster unfolded during a seemingly routine test, a test that was meant to assess the steam turbine's capability to power emergency systems in case of a power loss. Little did they know, this routine exercise would send shockwaves across the globe. As the operators restarted the reactor, a prohibited control rod configuration went unnoticed. The reactor's power dropped unexpectedly, setting the stage for a catastrophic chain of events. A power surge led to the rupture of critical reactor components, causing a loss of coolant. This triggered steam explosions and a meltdown, obliterating the containment building and releasing a nightmarish cloud of radioactive contaminants into the atmosphere. The explosion and subsequent fire unleashed a deadly combination of radioactive particles, including iodine-131, cesium-137, and strontium-90. In response to the unfolding disaster, a 10-kilometer exclusion zone was established 36 hours after the accident. Approximately 49,000 people, mainly from Pripyat, were evacuated. The exclusion zone was later expanded to a 30-kilometer radius, leading to the evacuation of an additional 68,000 people. The immediate aftermath of the reactor explosion resulted in casualties and severe health consequences. 2 engineers lost their lives, and 2 more suffered severe burns. An emergency operation to extinguish fires and stabilize the surviving reactor commenced, leading to the hospitalization of 237 workers. Of those, 134 showed signs of ARS, which is acute radiation syndrome. 28 succumbed to ARS within the following 3 months. Over the next decade, 14 more workers, 9 of whom had been hospitalized with ARS, died from various causes mostly unrelated to radiation exposure. As a consequence of the Chernobyl disaster, 15 childhood thyroid cancer deaths were attributed to the incident as of 2011. But according to a United Nations committee, the fallout hasn't killed more than 100 people till date. Model predictions regarding the eventual total death toll vary. The World Health Organization's widely cited 2006 study predicted 9,000 cancer-related fatalities in Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia in the coming decades. Environmental repercussions were enduring, as large areas of land became uninhabitable due to radioactive contamination. The red forest surrounding the reactor site died, and wildlife in the affected areas suffered genetic mutations and population declines. The Chernobyl exclusion zone remains largely uninhabitable, serving as a lasting reminder of the environmental impact of nuclear disasters. The city of Pripyat, once a bustling community, now stood frozen in time, abandoned in the wake of the disaster. The tragedy forced the creation of an exclusion zone, displacing thousands. Yet, the scars on the land ran deep, and the ghost town became a testament to the devastating power of human error. The impact of the disaster extended beyond immediate casualties. Pripyat, the nearby town, was abandoned in the wake of the incident and eventually replaced by the purpose-built city of Slavudik. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant's sarcophagus, completed by December 1986, played a crucial role in reducing the spread of radioactive contamination and protecting the wreckage from weathering. It also provided radiological protection for the crews of the undamaged reactors at the site, which were restarted in late 1986 and 1987. However, the containment structure was designed to last only 30 years, necessitating considerable reinforcement in the early 2000s. In 2017, the Chernobyl new safe confinement, a larger enclosure, supplemented the existing sarcophagus. This structure was constructed around the old containment to facilitate the removal of both the sarcophagus and the reactor debris while containing radioactive materials. The cleanup effort, an intricate and challenging process, is scheduled for completion by 2065. As we close the chapter on this harrowing tale, we're left to ponder the mysteries that linger in the shadows of Chernobyl. If you like this video, hit like, share and subscribe to watch more such videos. Join us next time as we continue our exploration into the enigmatic and the unknown. Until then, stay curious, stay vigilant, and never forget the lessons hidden in the secrets of Chernobyl.